Welcome to WhenInHalifax, and thank you very much for watching and supporting our channel. And then today's topic is we will answer some emails. So I received an email from one of my friends. Tinatanong niya para meron na tayong COPR. So aalis na ako, pero anong gagawin ko? So, ano yung mga reminders na kailangan kong tandaan? Ano yung mga discarding pwede kong gawin na papunta na ako dyan sa Canada?
Don't you know I fell for fool's gold, I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fool's gold, I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? You were fool's gold. Oh my God. Yes, I did. Oh my God. Yes, I did. Oh my God. Yes, I did.
So, I'm going to answer this question based from our personal experience and best, let's say, best option na pwede nyo i-consider bago kayo pumunta dito sa Canada. Okay, first thing, that now that you receive your COPR, first thing na kailangan nyo tatandaan, wag nyong pepermahan yung nasa papel sa pinakababa nun. Don't ever try to sign your name there, and never fold, crumple, or ma-damage yung papel na yun. Very important po yung COPR pagdating po sa port of entry nyo. So, ano po ba yung purpose muna ng COPR? Yung COPR is a confirmation of permanent residence. Yun po yung kailangan mo pagpasok mo sa port of entry. So, let's assume that you receive your permanent residence visa. Yung permanent residence visa, para siyang sticker na naka-post, nakadikit sa passport mo. And then you have another document, the COPR na tinatawag natin, yun yung confirmation ng inyong permanent residency. Okay? So let's say, hawak mo na yung dalawa, magbubuk ka ng plane ticket. Yung plane ticket mo, let's say, nakaalis na. Pagdating mo sa Canada port of entry, let's say, ang pinili mo, yung port of entry mo is Toronto, kasi yun ang port of entry ko. Pagdating mo po doon, pipila ka sa immigration officer. Sa immigration officer, pagpunta mo po doon, ang unang tanong, ang unang tanong niya is your passport. Pag-scan niya, hanapin niya po yung hahanapin niya guys yung visa mo. Pag nakita niya na permanent visa ka, ang tatanungin niya agad naman ay yung COPR mo. Because this COPR, nandun yung mga details or information na kailangan ng immigration officer. Ngayon, yung immigration officer, i-check niya yan. Sa personal experience ko, walang masyadong tanong. Siguro ang tanong niya lang sa akin, mayroon ba akong titirahan pag-land ko dito? Saan ako pupunta? I say, Nova Scotia. Tapos, yung address na titirahan ko, and then, kung yung ang sunod na tanong sa akin ng immigration consultant is yung show money. Kung dala ko daw by cash or by bank. And then, kung meron daw akong dalang mga products, like mga pagkain or something. So, yun ang tanong ko. Then, after that, tinatakan ng date. Nakita ko nag-encode siya sa computer, so I don't know kung ano ginawa niya. Then, after niya masignan, pinasign sa akin yung applicant. So, it means, it's very important guys, na pipirma mo lang yung COPR mo sa harap mismo ng immigration officer. Natatandaan ko bakit ko ginagawa tong reminder kasi natatandaan ko guys, noon pag-attend ko ng PDOS, in-explain doon na wag mo talagang peppermahan yung COPR. merong instance daw na pinarmahan ng isang kababayan natin na overwhelmed siya, pinarmahan yung COPR. Tapos pagperma niya, syempre at peace na siya, at peace in the sense na may plane ticket na. So nagka-problema siya dun sa immigration officer kasi meron na siyang perma. So kasi kailangan pong permahan yun sa harap mismo ng immigration officer para malaman ng immigration officer na yung permang iyon ay ikaw. So I don't know what happened, pero kung nakapasok ba siya or something, pero I think it caused delay. So ayaw kong mangyari yun sa inyo. That's why I'm sharing to you guys that if ever that you have the COPR, don't ever try to sign the paper ahead of time. Sign it in front of the immigration officer. So that's the number one reminder. So let's say you already have the COPR. Second step, I guess, is to book for PDOS. Yung PDOS is online. Ang PDOS is like, what I understand is a different orientation. It's they have a different orientation for immigrants. Kasi immigrante or mag-i-immigrate tayo papunta ng Canada. So this PDOS is different for the OFW, the overseas foreign workers. So yun ang in-emphasize ng PDOS doon. Nung nag-start yung PDOS, sabi nila, sino po ba yung OFW workers? Sino po ba yung mag-i-immigrant? So, ang tanong is, if ever that you got a PDOS, an OFW orientation, it's totally different. So, mag-attend kayo ng PDOS, it's very beneficial to all of us guys na pupunta dito kasi there are lots of informations na they will give you what is the idea of migrating here in Canada. What are the offices that you can go once you are here? Let's say you experience difficulty, there's an agencies or non-profit organization provided by the Philippine government and the Canadian government to help us guys to adjust in a new environment. So I think it's very important. The only thing that I see problem in in PDOS is the booking. Medyo mahirap mag-sign up sa PDOS. There are lots of questions that it's not easy to answer, very complicated for me because they use aberration like AV, PV, AV2. Oh my God, if you're not an immigration consultant, I guess, or you are not trained enough, medyo mahirap siya. So, maybe I'll try to research something about PDOS and try to show to you how to sign up for PDOS orientation. But for me, the second thing to do once you receive your your COPR is book for PDOS orientation. So my PDOS is in Manila. I forgot the address. Maybe I'll just send it. I'll post it in the description below. And then, ang tanong naman, if 4 members kami ng family, I have 2 kids, I have, of course, you have your wife. So, kailangan mo mag-PDOS. So, luckily guys, if kids, let's say, for my kids is 7 years old and they're 4 years old, honestly guys, they are not required to attend a PDOS orientation. Logically guys, they are kids. Even though they attend, they will not understand because they're kids. So if you have 2 kids, 7 and 5 years old, only you as permanent resident and your wife are required to attend for PDOS orientation. And your kids, they are required to have PDOS but they are not required to attend the orientation. It means guys, their passport, meron din dapat PDOS na stickers nakalaad sa kanilang passport. So clarify ko guys, 7 years old yung kids ko, 7 and 5 years old, they are required to have PDOS, okay? And their PDOS is attached to their passport. But they are not required to attend the orientation. Simply because, syempre, bata pa, paano nila maintindihan yung mga information if they're kids. So, i-explain din sa kanila yun. I-explain din po sa inyo once nasa PDOS na kayo. So, kayo lang mag-asawa yung mag-a-attend. But I think minor age, like 15, 13 and above, something, they're required to have a separate orientation. They are required, I think 12, I'm not sure, but I think 12 years old and above, mga teenagers, minors, kailangan mag-attend sila ng separate orientation from their parents. Kasi iba yung orientation. Ang orientation ng mga pangbata, hindi ako naka-attend, pero what the PDOS office will explain, medyo focus yung orientation ng kids about their rights, mga organization na pwede kang kausapin if they need someone, you know. Because they thinking na yung mga bata is mahirap pa mag-adjust, especially for the teenagers. And I think they are offering some services like mga makakausap through phone or advices and something, etc. So mayroon psychological support, I guess. So I'm not sure about that because I don't have young teenagers. So that's those information is from the PDOS officer. Sinaseparate po yung mga teenagers. So third advice, if you have your COPR, the second advice, I guess, siguro gaya nung ginawa ko, na pumunta ko dito, nauna ako dito sa Canada, and then naiwan ko muna yung family ko sa Philippines. Magandang strategy siya, kasi nung pagpunta ko dito, ako lang mag-isa. So, maghanap akong trabaho, I have my own time. Magutom man ako, okay lang kasi ako lang naman. If ever, pwede kang makitira sa mga friends, at least mag-isa ka lang. Diba? So, yun yung kagandahan na nakita kong advantage or magandang strategy na ginawa ko. And I acknowledge my sister for advising me that. So, thank you, Tinini. Kasi maganda yung diskarte. Kasi mag-isa lang ko. Hindi mo dala yung kids mo, yung dalawa kong kids, and then hindi ka super stressful, like kailangan ko na maghanap ng trabaho kasi wala na kayong makain, kailangan ko maghanap ng bahay kasi wala kayong matirahan. Wherein sa akin naman, mag-isa lang ako, madali akong magsabi na Sarah, pwede ba mag-stay muna ako sa, let's say, share muna tayo ng apartment kasi wala pa naman yung kids ko, so pwede ako makitira for a room for rent. Kasi mag-isa ka lang. Then yung pagkain mo, isa ka lang, mag-isa ka lang din. Makakapaghanap ka ng trabaho all throughout the day. Wala kang iisipin na yung mga kids mo naghihintay sa'yo. So, for me, yung magandang diskarte. And then if ever wala kang friends, pwede kang maghanap ng room for rent. Which is, room for rent is cheaper than having a big apartment like 1 or 2 bedroom. So, ano yung downfall lang? Siguro yung downfall, kailangan mo siguro guys, tingnan yung expiry ng COPR. If you're making this kind of strategy, same strategy that I made, like ako muna nauna and then yung kids mo na sa Pilipinas or your wife or family na sa Pilipinas, make sure guys to check the COPR expiration. The visa is expiration kasi merong expiration doon guys. Tatlo yung check mo, yung medical, yung COPR, and yung visa. So, dun ka palagi sa safe zones.